What's up, you dirty fucks? Foos here, back at it again with another video for the third video. You know, it's been about probably a week if I actually made this video, cause I'm trying to upload every week now. But yeah, let's get started with this fucking video. This is gonna be the video about how I got caught fucking vaping in school and got suspended for 3 days. And yeah, let's get started. So this took place in my 8th grade year. So this was last year when I was 14 years old, and basically I was pretty fucking dumb. There was always a time where I just always wanted to try smoking, but I was always scared. And my friend actually got me to try it. He was like, yeah, my brother, he gave me his vape, and it has this very good tasting cotton candy shit in it. I was like, for real? He's like, yeah. And I was like, alright then. I always wanted to try it, so let's go and try it. And so we go into the bathroom, and me and my other friend, let's give him the name Jay, cause my name's Jay. So my friend Jay and my other friend, let's call him Lucifer. Yeah, Lucifer. So it was me, Jay, Lucifer, and my other friend that had the vape, so we'll call him Vapor. And Vapor was like, yeah, so this is gonna go into a circle. So I'm gonna give it to Jay, then it goes to Lucifer, then it goes to you. I was like, okay. So he passes it to Jay. And Jay is an experienced smoker, so he was doing some good ass ghosts and blowing O's and shit. And then he passed it to Lucifer. Lucifer was also experienced, so he did a fucking ghost. And then it got to me. And this was 0 nicotine, so I hit it, right? And I coughed that shit up. I was like, yeah, shit. Like this shit's hard, bro. It's like, yeah, bro, it's at 50 watts. It's like 50. It's like, that shit's very fucking hot, like to my mouth. He's like, yeah. It's like, it's your first time, but just keep it going. So we pass it, and we go out the bathroom. And so basically, I wanted to really get into it. And at the time, I was looking up how to get it. And then I just looked on eBay and looked up vape. And I saw one. And literally, it was about $20. It was a Smog X baby, V8 baby, I think it's called. And I bought some 5 Ponds juice, and I ordered it for about $10. It was literally cheap as hell on eBay, because eBay sells things are cheap. And it came in about 3 days. And normally my parents check my packages whenever I get them. And my mom was like, what's that? And I was like, it's just headphones. Yeah, headphones. She's like, okay. And then I literally go in my room, close the door, lock it, and I open the package, and it was all there. It was just all beautiful and everything, at least what I thought. Once again, do not do vaping. I have said this in my first ever video, story time. Don't do vaping. It's a bad thing. It really is addicting. Even if it's 0 nic, it's just like it looks fun. It was fun for me at the time. But if you try it, I 100% guarantee you will be addicted. It is not good for you. Even if it's just water vapor, it stays in your lungs, it stays in your throat, it stays everywhere, and it's not a good thing. So don't try it. I really do suggest that you do not try it, because you never know what your body can handle. And if were like me when I was 14, you will get addicted. And it's not hard to not be addicted, but it's not easy to not be addicted. So basically, after I got it, I showed my friend. He was like, oh shit. And it's called a cloud beast, of course known for to make clouds. And literally, so in my 3rd hour, it's called impact hour or homeroom, impact hour is to basically talk about things that is impactful in your life and everything. So I go in impact hour, and I have two of my friends. Let's call them light skin and pretty white girl. So literally, pretty white girl was also like experienced smoker, and so was light skin. And light skin was not too experienced, but pretty white girl, she smoked weed and all of that. Like she was basically known for doing that. And once again, she was pretty cute, and I thought like, oh, if I like pull out my vape in front of her and blow a cloud, like not even a cloud, like try and do a ghost or like French inhale and all that, I might get her to be more interested in me. And at the time, we were friends, we knew each other, we were in elementary school together. So she knew me, and she knew I was a pretty clean and good kid. So I bring it up in front of her, and I was like, yo, I got this. And she's like, oh, let me see. And she does like this cool ass fucking Bane and Ghost that shit. And I was like, yo, like that shit blew my mind on how good she was at doing vape tricks. So like, and the teacher was literally like there. He didn't see anything. He was very blind, I guess. So at the time, you know, I was looking at VGod shit. So VGod was like a cool ass people, cool ass brand, cool ass stuff, you know. They were like the gods of vape, obviously, because it's VGod, Vape God. And literally, everybody, now, this is about a month of me having my little ex-baby, and I hadn't got caught yet. It was pretty good that I wasn't getting caught. No one knew that I was like doing this. My parents didn't know. Nobody knew. So when one day I ended up actually buying a new one, which is called the Q Box, and I bought a tank called the Baby Prince, the smock. So I was really into smock because they gave out clouds. So one day when I got both of them, my auntie came in town, and you know, she was pretty cool. She didn't smoke or none of that. She didn't like that. So like I was in my room blowing clouds, closed my door, and I opened my door, right, and there was a whole bunch of smoke lines in my room because I was blowing clouds. And my auntie, and at the time I had my window open, and my auntie was like, came in my room. It's like, God damn, it's so fucking smoky in here. It's like, you smoking? I was like, no, auntie, I don't smoke. And she was like, well, why is it so smoky in here? I said, the neighbors over there are having a barbecue, which was a lie and the truth at the same time, because they were barbecuing, but they weren't close enough to my room. I said the smoke kind of got into my room, and she was like, okay, it happens. It's like, just don't smoke. I was like, I would never smoke. So the second day, it was Sunday at the time, so Monday came, and I was in school, and the teacher wasn't in the class this time. Like, he was talking to this other teacher, and me and this girl, and pretty girl and light skin, were just, you know, ripping that shit in class. Like, not even, we were in the back of the class, but this room wasn't big. Like, you could see everyone in the room, what they were doing and everything. So literally, she passes it to me, and she says, yeah, it hits really hard, like, good job on buying that. And she gives me a pat on the head, right? And I literally took a hit, and then as soon as I took a hit, the fucking teacher pulls up, and literally, like, it was still in my mouth, and at the time I didn't know how to zero. And what zero is when you literally zero the smoke to where there's nothing that comes out, and it just stays in your lungs. And then, like, when you blow it out, it becomes nothing, because it just evaporated in your lungs. So literally, I was like, oh shit. And then I closed my mouth, and everybody knows who's a smoker, it comes out your nose too. And I didn't think about that. And I was thinking, okay, maybe I could just act like I'm about to throw up, and then when I like literally the smoke will come out because of how hot it was. And literally, as soon as I said, like, thought that, it comes out my nose, and my teacher was looking at me, and he was Like, as soon as it comes out, he looks at me, he's like, oh hell no, and comes running to me. I'm like, shit, what do I do, what do I do, what do I do? And I put the vape in my other pocket, in my under pocket, and I try my hardest not to do anything. And I close my mouth. I'm like, shit, like, this is over. He grabs me and says, so you fucking vaping now? And he says fucking. I was like, no. And it was like, B, I know you're not vaping. And B was my nickname for him. And he's like, no, come with me. And as soon as I come with him, like, literally the principal is right in front of the door. And it's like, what's wrong? And he's like, he's vaping in class. And he's like, he just blew a cloud, I saw him. And I was like, no, what? Is that what that's about? And he's like, yeah. And it was like, show me all your pockets. I empty my pockets. And he's like, he pats me down. He's like, what's that big box in your other pocket? And it's like, I can feel it. I was like, I don't know. And he pulls down my pants, and my shorts are under there, and he says, empty those pockets. And I had to pull out the vape, and literally the golden cue box was right there. And the principal says, oh, so you like to smoke, huh, B? Because he called me B too. And he's like, I will notify your stepdad and your mom about this. So he pulls me and he takes me to the office, and he was like, so you vape now? I was like, no. And he was like, then why do you have that? I said, because I was trying it out and my friends told me to hit it, and when I did, it came, like, it just all came out. And he's like, oh, so if someone told you to jump off a bridge, would you do it? And I was like, no. And he's like, then why did you do it? And literally after that, he said, call your mom. And I got so scared. I was like, no, please. If I call my mom, she'll beat me. He's like, I don't care. And he said, call your mom or I'll do it for you. I was like, fuck. So I call my mom, and she's like, oh, hey, son, like, why are you calling me from a different line? I was like, I'm getting suspended. She was like, what? And let me just make this clear. My mother is a strict Latina mother. When, like, shit like this goes down, she doesn't tolerate it. And instantly, she pulls up to the school, like, in a matter of 5 minutes while on the line. And literally, she pulls up and she starts, like, speaking Spanish, and then starts, like clapping at me and everything. And I couldn't understand it because I don't speak Spanish. And my mother barely speaks, but when she gets mad, she could just pull it off. And literally, like, I was just so, like, discouraged. And my mom slaps me, and she pulls me, and he said, you know what, normally you get suspended for 2 weeks, but since you've been so cooperative, I'm gonna be nice and give you 1 hour of community service and 2 days. And I was like, fuck. So I got 3 days, and yeah, I came back, principal pulled me, and he said, yeah, do this again and I'll expel you. We don't tolerate smoking, fighting, or stealing. And I was like, okay. And literally after that, my teacher came, I came back, my teacher said, hey, I overreacted a little bit, I said the F word, and he said, I'm proud that you learned, because I had to write him a note. And he was like, just please don't do it again. And you know, my teacher's a pretty cool guy. Like, he gives me a dap up, and we go on with our day. And I was known to be the V God because I got suspended for only 2 days. And yeah, moral of the story, don't smoke, don't do any of that bullshit, because it'll only end you up how I did. And yeah, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you guys next week on the next video.